Welcome to Hanoi, the vibrant capital of Vietnam. Nestled on the banks of the Red River, Hanoi is a city that pulses with history, culture, and modernity. Founded over 1,000 years ago, this city is a living museum where every corner reveals a new story, a new flavor, and a new experience. Get ready for an unforgettable journey as we explore the charms of Hanoi, from its ancient temples to its bustling markets and mouth-watering cuisine. We begin our journey in the historic heart of Hanoi, the Old Quarter. This maze of narrow streets and alleyways is a paradise for the curious and adventurous. Each street is named after a traditional craft, such as Sugar Street, Cotton Street, and Silk Street, reflecting the city's rich commercial heritage. The tubular houses, with their narrow facades and impressive depth, are distinctive features of this area. Don't miss Ta Hien Street, known as Beer Street, where locals and tourists gather to enjoy a cold bia hoi, the local draft beer. Now it's time to dive into the vibrant culinary scene of the city. Hanoi is famous for its delicious street food, and one of the most iconic dishes is pho, an aromatic noodle soup that warms the soul. Each bowl of pho is a masterpiece of flavors, combining rich broth, tender rice noodles, and succulent meat, usually accompanied by fresh herbs and lime. Another must-try dish is bun cha, grilled pork served with rice noodles and herbs, a true feast for the senses. Don't miss out on banh mi, a Vietnamese sandwich that is an explosion of textures and flavors. Next stop, the majestic Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. This is one of the most revered sites in the country, where the embalmed body of the revolutionary leader Ho Chi Minh, affectionately called Uncle Ho by the Vietnamese, rests. The mausoleum is a symbol of respect and admiration for the men who led Vietnam to independence. Nearby, the Ho Chi Minh Museum and the House on Stilts offer a fascinating glimpse into the life and legacy of this great leader. Visiting these sites is a deep immersion into the modern history of Vietnam. Our next stop is the stunning Temple of Literature. One of the oldest and best preserved temples in Hanoi. Founded in 1070 by Emperor Lai Tong Tong, this temple was Vietnam's first university, dedicated to Confucius and scholars. Walking through its 5 courtyards, you can feel the aura of wisdom and knowledge that pervades the place. The well-kept gardens, pavilions, and stone steles, where the names of graduates are inscribed, tell a story of academic excellence and reverence for ancient masters. Now let's explore the famous train street in Hanoi, Vietnam. It is a narrow railway track that passes through the Hon Kim neighborhood, where trains cross twice a day, at around 3:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Residents and tourists coexist harmoniously with the passing train, creating an impressive and unique spectacle. The visit requires attention to train schedules, early arrival, and respect for local safety regulations. In addition to being a perfect location for dynamic photography, Train Street exemplifies residents' resilience and adaptation, providing an unforgettable experience for anyone visiting Hanoi. We end our journey at the tranquil Hon Kim Lake, one of Hanoi's most iconic landmarks. The name Hon Kim means Lake of the Restored Sword, linked to a fascinating legend about a magical sword used to defeat Chinese invaders. In the middle of the lake, the charming turtle tower stands as a symbol of peace and serenity. Around the lake, the Nok Sun Temple offers a spiritual retreat where you can pause and reflect on the beauty and history of this incredible city. And so, we conclude our visit to Hanoi, a city that enchants with its blend of tradition and modernity, history, and culture. Every street, every monument, and every dish tells a unique story, inviting you to discover more at every step. Hanoi is not just a city, it is a living experience, an open invitation to dive into the heart of Vietnam. If you haven't visited Hanoi yet, I hope this tour has sparked your desire to explore this Vietnamese gem. And if you have been here, perhaps you've discovered something new to explore on your next visit. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the All in World channel. Follow us on social media for more amazing content: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, and Threads. Until next time.